Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jen, and today we're going to do a whip and chat, and I'm going to answer some tag questions. So, I hope everyone is having a great week, and those of you that are new, welcome. I am working on Scorpio today. I am on the third row, and this is what she will look like when she's done, and this is where I'm at. I'm trying to do this so there's not a glare. I'm right in here on this section where my finger is moving up and down. So we are going to do this. Pull out whatever you're working on, and whatever kind of craft you are working on, and we're just gonna get started. And I'm going to tell you what's been going on this week, and then we will answer the tag questions. Okay, goodness. This week has been kind of quiet, truthfully. Haven't really had a whole lot to go on this week. We, yeah. Now I can't remember what I was going to say. Didn't really do a whole lot. I took Monday and Tuesday after our team meeting for my job, and just kind of recharged myself because I like I told y'all last week, I was feeling down on myself about my channel and so forth, and I just needed to recharge myself, reset myself, and I did. And the rest of the week, was kind of quiet. We didn't do a whole lot because, my God, it was awfully hot outside, and we just kind of stayed inside and didn't do, a whole lot of anything. And then the only really funny story I have for you guys for this past week, is we had a really, really crazy storm on Thursday, and I wasn't too stressed about it. Little dude, you know how he is. And well, he comes out to me. He says, "Mom." I said, "What?" Now, by this time, I'd gotten a severe thunderstorm warning notification on my phone. And he's like, "We're going to get these bad storms, right?" And I was like, "Yes, son, I know." And he says, "We're supposed to get hail." Okay, lovely. Thank you for telling me. So I didn't really, I wasn't really concerned. Now, he was, as always. And he was like, "Are we going to be okay?" I said, "Son, we'll be fine. We're inside a brick building. Nothing's going to happen. We're going to be fine." Okay. So he goes back there, and I wasn't really, really paying attention to what was going on outside. And anyway, it started thundering and lightning and so forth. Well, the power flickered like 4 times. And I thought, ugh. And of course, the first time it did it, it caused me to jump 5 feet off the chair. Yeah, I scare easy. So I'm like, okay, whatever. This is just not what I wanted to deal with, blah, blah, blah. And he comes out and he's like, "Mom, the power." I'm like, "Dude, we're going to be fine. Mommy has candles, and Mommy has, a hurricane lamp, a couple hurricane lamps. We're fine." And he's like, "Okay, well, the internet went down." Okay, and your point? I don't know what it is. I guess, I don't want to say he's paranoid, because I don't want to call it that. But when stuff like that happens, he's very, very worried, I guess. And I told him, I said, son, we're fine. Nothing's going to happen. That, it'll be okay, blah, blah, blah. And of course, he just looks at me like, really? And so I pulled a hurricane lamp, and he was like, what's that going to do? Dude, it's going to, this way we have something to see by if the power goes out. And it flickered like 3 times. The power didn't shut off, but it just flickered. And, he was like, the power's going to shut off. What's going to happen when the power shuts off? Son, really? I've never in my life seen somebody. And I think because he's never been in the middle of a storm where that's happened before. And I just kind of, I didn't laugh. But when he went back to play his game and whatever, he I busted out laughing because it was just kind of cute how he was very, very worried about this. And, I was like, oh my gosh, really? But yeah, he had a time that during that. Now, the funny part to all of this, as you guys know, it was 4th of July. I hope everyone had a great 4th of July weekend. Ours was pretty good. We had a little issue, but wasn't anything that, couldn't be fixed. He broke out in hives. We went swimming. He broke out in hives, and I didn't notice him at first. Good thing I caught it, because it probably would have been really, really bad if I hadn't have caught it. And I happened to look up and see his, look at his back, because it was all red and splotchy, and I couldn't figure out what. And I thought, okay, he's been either bit by a mosquito or something. And I couldn't figure out what the deal was. Excuse me. And he says, I looked at him and I said, son, I said, turn around, let me see your back. And he looks at me and he's like, what? I was like, are you itchy? No. Your back's not itching you at all. No. They weren't full-blown hives, but you could tell that it was they were starting to form. So I was like, oh, great. This is just what I need. Now, mind you, we weren't at home. We were at my best friend's house, and we had planned to have a barbecue, which we still did, but we had a barbecue, and we went over there so little dude could swim, because he had been, wanting to go for a couple weeks, and something always came up that we couldn't go. And so we went, and I got everything ready for that, and we had hot dogs, hamburgers, potato salad, macaroni salad. I didn't get french fries just because I just didn't want to have to deal with all of that. And so, like I said, he was swimming before we ate. And I got him out, and I gave him, I put some calamine lotion on him. My best friend had some of that, and then she, gave him some Benadryl, and then gave me the Benadryl tablets, because I'm never prepared. I didn't think, he was going to break out, so I didn't take anything with me. Now I know better. So he ate, and then he turns around and he looks at me and says, Mom, I want to go home. Okay. So we did. We came home, and he fell asleep in the car on the way home. Poor thing. And, he kind of was worried about, his back he didn't want to get the lotion all over her seats in the car. So he kind of, sat with his side, or sat sideways. And so we got home, and I told him, I said, I want you to go in and rinse. Just take a shower. Make sure you rinse, get all the chlorine out of your hair. Make sure you get it off your body. Even though he was rinsed off beforehand after he got out. And he just looks at me. He says, am I going to be able to go swimming ever again in a pool? And I said, I don't know. I said, Mommy needs to make an appointment to get you an allergy test, because this is crazy. Never ever had this problem. He's never broken out like that before. And I was just totally kind of, shocked that, this happened. And so, it's just weird. He didn't do this last year, which I think was kind of funny. Now, my best friend on that note says that part of it could have been because she added a little more chlorine to the water to help keep the pool from, getting all foggy looking. And I told her, I said, I don't know. I said, but I'm going to make this appointment because this is crazy. And so he comes home, and, he's kind of down in the dumps because, number one, he's, upset because of the simple fact that he had this happen. And then number two, he's worried that he's never going to be able to go swimming in a pool again. And I told him, I said, son, it's not your fault. It's, it happens. There's nothing you've done to cause this. And he was like, okay. He's all been kind of, out of it. And so his whole weekend was kind of shot. But the funny part out of all this weekend was Friday, the people out here, and they do this every year, which I don't complain a whole lot about it. They were letting off fireworks out here. And so they were really loud, let me tell you. This year, it wasn't as bad as last year, because last year was awful because the police ended up coming and a whole bunch of stupid stuff and just drama, plain simple. That's all I can describe it as. And this year it wasn't so bad. But some of those things are flipping loud when they're, right close, very close. And I mean, it wasn't like right in front of my building. It was close. And he comes running out. And he's like, Mom, somebody's shooting off a gun. I'm like, no, nobody's shooting off a gun. It's just the fireworks. And he was like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, son, seriously. And so he was just kind of down in the dumps all weekend because he didn't get to go, spend a whole lot of time in the pool. Now, next week, my best friend said they have a beach that's not that far from where they live. And they turned it into a beach. And she, said, we can go over there and swim. And, of course, now, because I said that, he turns around and he says, am I going to get hives? No, I don't think so. And he's like, okay, so I can go swimming there, I guess. So he's been very paranoid. And mind you, he gets like this when something like this happens. Now, if y'all remember correctly, those of you that have been following me for a while, the first time he ever got hives, he was very, very paranoid. And he started trying to make sure he was, checking his tags of his clothing, like his shirts, to make sure they were all cotton, because he Googled this. He Googled it to find out what to do. Why, I don't know. I can't even remember how that got brought into the whole thing. But he Googled it and found out all cotton clothing, something about all cotton clothing, shirts, so forth. And and he brought it up again. He says, I need to find me an all cotton shirt when we get home. And I just looked at him and I said, son, really? What? Okay. I'm not even going to try to, explain that to you because, okay, whatever. But I think when I do get the test started, I'm going to find out. I'm going to see if, I know it's a long process, but I need to find out what's going on because there are things that he's having reactions to that he didn't have reactions to a year ago. So I don't know if it's just because of, the fact that, he's getting older or what the deal is. I'm trying not to be paranoid, but of course, he is. He's being crazy about it, but that's okay. So that was the only, kind of bad thing that happened the whole weekend. And we came home and he kind of has been just staying to himself, which he always does anyway. And so his dad came over yesterday. His dad's birthday was 2 days ago. And so, we wished him a happy birthday. And his dad came over yesterday. He gave his dad a card that he made. And then his dad turned around and gave him money. And he just looks at his father like, what's that for? And apparently it's from a couple weeks ago. He asked his dad for money for a game or a downloadable content for a game. And I knew he asked, but I just thought, his dad had forgotten because simple fact, he had surgery on his knees and he's just been trying to, get better, so forth. So he gave him the money yesterday. And so yesterday he went and got a card for that and, spent some time with his dad. And that kind of cheered him up. And then he came home and he's been playing this game. And then he's been watching I Am Brandon Ferris. And my gosh, that guy is hilarious. I sat there and watched it with him the other night and I about died laughing and I laughed so hard I cried. But that guy is just crazy, silly. And I don't understand. But, I mean, he's funny. And that's the good thing. Yeah, he's kind of strange. But he's funny. I mean, I died. There was one video where I guess he has a fear of spiders. And I was just like, oh God, this is just going to be, this is just not going to be funny. Because I'm not scared of spiders, but still. So I watched the video and I was like, oh my God. I mean, this guy, I get the fear thing because I'm terrified of snakes, but I just about died laughing, and I don't mean to laugh at people like that, but he just makes it so funny. And now I know what little dude has been watching at night when he's back there, because I could be sitting out here and he'll be dying laughing. And I thought, oh my gosh. And not only that, he's just funny. I mean, everything he does. There was one video I watched the other night where he was doing the Thanksgiving dinner. Let me tell you guys, this guy, oh my gosh, he used Google Translate. Why? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. But he used Google Translate to to do the Thanksgiving dinner, apparently. And I wasn't really paying attention at first because I thought, okay, this is going to be one of those, really, really sweet videos where, he's going to show us what he does for Thanksgiving. No. I about died. I thought, oh my gosh, the things he did for the turkey. And I just sat there and I was like, what the heck? And I looked at Sky and I said, is he going to eat it? And no sooner did I ask that question, it cuts to where he's sitting down, getting ready to eat the turkey. And I thought, okay. And sure enough, and I can't remember what he did to the turkey, but it wasn't the normal way of making a turkey. Okay. Well, I died. I was like, oh my gosh, this dude. And I asked Sky, I said, what did he put in it? And he's like, I don't know. And I thought, okay. And all I could do was just sit here and laugh because it was hilarious. I mean, this dude is a mess. And now, if any of you have ever watched him before, he's got this big picture of this woman. So I asked the little dude, I said, who is that? And Miranda comes out and she's like, that's one of his subscribers. And I'm like, what? Why? And I don't know the whole story. So, don't quote me on this. But I guess the subscriber sent him a picture of her. And, well, it's this big, huge, blown up picture. And I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, okay. And don't get me wrong, but that's a little weird. I mean, now for me, if I had a picture, this big, huge picture of somebody, but, I thought it was cute. I mean, it was just, I was just totally speechless because I didn't know what to say. But, I was, I've never watched the guy before. I've, little dude and I don't even remember. He showed me the spider video and I was hooked. So, yeah. Now, it's funny. He's not everybody's cup of tea, but oh my gosh, this guy is hilarious. And it's like every time I turn around, he's got a video. And if I sat, like I said before, if I sat here and watched every single freaking channel that I'm subscribed to, I wouldn't have the need for a TV. But he's somebody that I just find funny. And kind of, and I'm not going to get into detail, but I've kind of had a bad week this week. Some things have been going on that I just don't share. I just don't share on my channel or on my social media. And he cheered me up right away, but he was hilarious. He was just hilarious. And between him and FGTV, that they're just two that I watch and little dude likes to watch. And he's got a couple others. I don't remember the other one. There's one I can't remember. I've watched him before. I want to say he's Irish or he's English. I really can't remember what his name is. But it's funny. They're funny, and it's really, really, it's entertaining. I'll put it that way. So we, did that this weekend, and um, that's really all that we did this weekend. And yesterday was just, a lazy day because I just didn't. I had a slight migraine, so I just kind of, relaxed and shut the blinds and kept, shut my curtains, which are blackout curtains, and I just kind of kept it quiet, and that's really all we did all weekend. Didn't have a whole lot of excitement because I just I just didn't do a whole lot at all whatsoever. I'm now this week I have to study. Uh, those of if you guys remember, I am trying to get my state license for life and health insurance, and I need to do the review and the practice exam so that I can retake the test. So, and I don't know if I told y'all, I didn't pass the test, but that's okay because I was told, not many people passed it the first time and so forth. So I just know what I need to work on. But that's really all that happened this week. We didn't do a whole lot. I I know I had a boring week this week. So, all right, now we are going to answer some tag questions. I found these. I usually try to find tag questions that, fit whatever, like now, summer, or, 4th of July or whatever. And I found the 4th of July tag questions, and I was going to answer them, but I changed my mind because it's 2 days after. You don't want to know. Yeah. So we are going to answer these. And these are summer tag questions. And there's like 60 of them, but I'm not going to answer all 60 of them. So, because that's just a lot of questions to answer, and that's just craziness. And I just don't have the time to do that. All right, number 1. Do you like the summer season? Not really. Not as much as I do winter and fall, because winter and fall are really my favorite excuse me, are really my favorite times of the year. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because, I like the winter. I don't know. But no, I'm not really a big fan of the summer. Now, mind you, I like to go swimming. I like to go to the beach, but I don't go in and swim that whole lot. I'll go in and get myself, wet, whatever, and then the rest of the time I'll sit and watch Little Dude or whatever. And usually that's about the gist of my time. And I don't consider myself a summer person. So that was the second question. Do I consider myself a summer person? I really, really, truly, truly don't. Just, I don't know why. I don't know if it's because, in the summertime, my parents would always go camping or what. Of course, I don't like camping. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. Next question is, what are your favorite things that you like to do in the summer season? Like I said, swimming, going to the beach. Now we have gone to carnival. We have a local carnival, but that's, really all that we really do. We have a boardwalk in Ocean City, Maryland, that's like, 30 minutes away, and we've, done that too. But really, that's the only I know. I'm a boring person, right? Kidding. Um, but there's not. I don't really do a whole lot in the summer. You know, I take little dude out to play every you know couple of days or whatever. But other than that, no. Uh, do you like to stay inside or go outside during the summer season? It really all depends on the temperature. We've had temperatures lately that have been in the frickin' 90s and it feels like 100 and something outside. So we don't go outside. And like I said, I am one of these people. I'm an introvert, and I don't socialize well with people. So I really don't try to go anywhere. Um, just because. I guess that's just me. Don't ask me why I'm like that. I have no clue. I think I've always been like that, even when I lived at home. But oh, so I just we don't do a whole lot. Um, I have been trying to you know s- go outside with little dude, you know, when it's not crazy crazy hot outside. So that I've always been a inside person. So but now that I have an 11-year-old that likes to go outside, that's kind of changing. So I don't know what to consider myself. Do you like to have cold things like ice cream in the summer? Yeah, of course. And ices, or slushies, ices, whatever you want to call them. My kids do too. We and I always make sure we drink water. I don't always do the ice cream thing all the time when we're outside, because it kind of makes our stomachs upset. So, but yeah, I mean we've you know um what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Chocolate chip. Didn't hesitate. Now, I mean I like, well, there I have more than one, just one favorite. I like chocolate, um, vanilla, um, mm, um, chocolate chip. Now, my grandmother likes used to like mint chocolate chip, and she used to give that to us. And oh gosh, I can't. Mm-mm. I don't like mint chocolate chip. I don't know if it's just me or if I'm just weird. And please don't say I'm weird. I know, because I know I'm weird. But anyway, I just don't. I just don't like those kinds of ice creams. I like the cookie dough ice cream. I like the cookies and cream ice cream. But my favorite is the chocolate chip. And I like chocolate chip, and I use, now you all gonna think I'm really really one of these chocolate freaks, but I like to put, when I have my chocolate chip ice cream, I like to put um, the after I put the chocolate chip ice cream into the bowl, I usually put Hershey syrup on it and then turn around and put whipped cream on it. I know, I'm strange that way. Don't ask me why. I guess I'm trying to make my own sundae. Who knows? Um, what do you prefer to wear in the summer season? When I'm outside, shorts. Even though I don't like wearing shorts because I've been told I have chicken legs. I know, right? I'm weird. But no, I usually wear shorts and a t-shirt, and that's really, all I do. Now, when I'm inside, if I don't go anywhere, I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt. It just really, all depends on if I plan to go outside, or what the deal is. Um, do you do you like to be at the beach or at the swimming pool? It lately, because my best friend has a swimming pool, we would go there. But now, because of what happened this past weekend, we will probably start going to the beach. And this is a public beach that wasn't really technically a beach, but now it is. So, you know, I we used to swim. We used to go to the swimming pool in the backyard, so it was kind of nice to do that because we didn't have to fight a crowd, especially like if you're going to go to the Ocean City to the beach, because it was just crazy, 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 crazy there, and you never can find a parking space, or you have to pay for a parking space and so forth. Um, what is your favorite movie during the summer season? Oh my gosh. I don't really have a favorite movie. I think what I like to do most is binge watch TV shows that I don't get to watch. Now, I mean, like Walking Dead, but lately I haven't really gotten into that because I've watched some of the um, clips of, you know, season 10, and I'm just not. I'm a Negan fan, so just not. I just don't want to watch it now. I mean, it's gotten to the point now. I don't know. I just think it's gotten really kind of stupid, I guess, is what I want to say. Um, but as for, favorite movie, I don't watch a whole lot of movies anymore. I just, I don't know why. I don't watch a whole lot of movies anymore. It just, I really don't know why. I don't know, if I don't know, maybe because all the movies that I've seen lately are just kind of, depressing. I don't know. Um, what is your favorite memory of the summer season? Oh my gosh. Um, hmm. I gotta think about that one for a second. My favorite memory. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I really, really don't. I, I, hmm. Of course, there's so many, so I really can't pick just one because I really couldn't tell you what my favorite, memory is of the summer season. I think going to the fireworks because we always have fun during the fireworks. It's just, it's one of those big, family, night things that you do and so forth. And that's really, one of our favorite things because my kids normally don't. I mean, yes, they're here 24/7, or, most of the time. And they don't really come out of their rooms unless, you know, they want to watch something that I'm watching or what. And that's usually when we all spend time together is on the 4th of July when they kind of really don't have a choice because we're all with, uh, friends or whatever. So, not that they care because they don't mind, but, yeah. Um, do you keep That's not what I wanted to do. What products do you use to save your skin from sunburn? Well, I'm going to tell you. I burn easy, just the way I am. I don't know why. I burn easy, and it doesn't matter how much sunscreen I put on, I still burn. And even though, yeah, technically it turns to tan after the fact. But my kids, we use the highest SPF there is, and I can't remember what that is. Um, but I usually use copper tone products for the kids. Uh, I've used some stuff from Avon, the Skin So Soft stuff, but I don't have a particular, you know, favorite product because, like I said, with me, I'm I burn too easy, so it really it really doesn't do anything. And because Lil Dude and Miranda are mixed, they don't burn as much, and if they do, it doesn't stay burnt for long. So, but I do use sunscreen on them. Um, do you read books in the cold nights of the summer season? Mm, I read books all the time, not just not just then. I mean, like I said, I'm a readaholic, so I just read whenever. And I will tell you all a story. My daughter has gotten me hooked on fan fiction and the fan fiction app. So yeah, I know I'm strange. I'm 51 years old, and I'm like, really. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but there's some really really good stories on there from all different TV shows, movies, and so forth. Um, that aren't explicitly just sexual or whatever. Um, but no, I don't really pick the cold summer nights. It just whatever. So all right, the next question is do you like cloudy nights or clear nights, having the moon in the sky during the summer season? Yes, but I also, and y'all are going to think I'm crazy, but I also like to watch the thunderstorms when they come in. I used to do this when I lived at home with my parents. I used to sit on the porch with my dad and watch when storms would roll in, because we were kind of in between rivers. We have one river that flows this way, and then we had another river that flows this way, and then we had another. Yeah, had one river that flows this way, and then had another one that flowed this way, and we would be we're in the middle, okay. And it would always be fun to sit out there, and my dad would just kind of just start the conversation and tell us, this is where the storm is. And it was kind of neat because he knows all this stuff. And we would watch the storm come, and we'd watch the thunder and lightning. We watched the lightning. um, and my dad used to take pictures of the storms and the lightning. It was kind of cool. So that's it really doesn't matter, but that's one of my favorite times of summer is sitting on the porch with my parents or my dad and watching the storms come in when they would come in, because it was kind of cool to see. um Do you use sunglasses when you're under the sun? Yes, I have to, because I found out a couple of years ago that I had the symptoms in my left eye of glaucoma. And I know it's the price you pay when you get old, but I was kind of like, are you kidding me? And my major concern at this point in time was, am I going to be able to see out of my left eye? Am I going to be able to, cross stitch, diamond paint, whatever? I was more worried about my darn hobbies than my stupid eye, right? No, I'm just kidding. And so she told me, she says, wear your sunglasses. Now, I did not know I did not know anything about this. I've been told, there was something on TV about it too, that if you wear sunglasses when you're out in the sun, it decreases the chance of you getting glaucoma, which I did not know this, and my eye doctor said the same thing. So, right before the pandemic hit, I was wearing my sunglasses every time I went somewhere. If I went out to take the garbage, if I went out to check the mail, if I went to, the store, wherever. And so now she told me when I went to get my new glasses that I don't have it anymore. So hey, it works. She said there was something in the sun's rays that, contributes to it. Now, I don't know. I'm just going by what she says. So don't hate me. So, I know I'm falling apart. I'm getting old, and it's going to be, it's what it is, what it is. So, yeah, I wear my sunglasses. I mean, at first I had to, but now I do it so that I don't have that problem ever again. Do you sing in the summer? Really? You want me to sing? No, I don't sing. I mean, I do, but I don't sing out for everybody and their mother to hear. Sorry. I'm not that crazy. I love you all, but I'm not that crazy. What is your favorite spot to spend time in the summer? When I lived at home with my parents, it would be on the deck of our pool. Now, here, because we don't go out very often, it's when I go outside to watch little dude play outside. I'll sit in front of the building in the shade and watch him play, and read and what have you. That's really the only thing that we do. And then the next one, now I don't know if this one really applies to me. This is the last question. So, do you prefer to walk or ride in the summer? Now, I don't know if they mean, walk everywhere or what, but I'm going to assume that's what it means. If it's not too hot, yeah. Because I'll tell you, when it gets deathly hot, I don't go anywhere. Or my best friend comes in, but no. I don't even know how to answer this question, or, because I don't really do a whole lot. I mean, we don't really, take walks because we're just not that kind of time. We're not outdoorsy people. So I can't really answer that question. Um, because I mean, truthfully, I can't really answer that question. Uh, Trying to think. There was one more question. Uh, do you wear liquid foundation, BB cream, or tinted moisturizer in the summer? It just really all depends. Now, if I was working, then yeah, I would wear, my makeup, moisturizer, not moisturizer, my foundation, so forth and so on. Um, when, like, now, if it's after I, spend some time at the beach, no, I don't wear makeup because, either my face is sunburnt or, tanned, so I really don't put a whole lot of um, makeup on. If I get sun on my face or what have you, because um, especially when I'm sunburnt, because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just me, but my skin feels weird when, especially after I get sunburnt on my face and I put foundation on. It just feels weird. I don't know why, but it does. It feels really, really, really weird. And so, I don't usually worry about, and I'm not vain like that. So it, it really doesn't matter. Uh, do you like short or long hair during the summer? I, I don't know. Now, see, I can't have my hair down past my shoulders because I start getting a really, really bad headache. So, I mean, before, when I was younger, it didn't really matter. Uh, but now, um, no, if my hair grows past my shoulders, I have to cut it. So, it's not really, I'm not really picky when it comes to that preference because, either way, I usually end up, putting it up or something in a clip or um, in a messy bun or whatever, because it really doesn't matter to me because I don't know. Let me see. I don't know if there's any more that I need to answer. I'm thinking. I don't see. What is your favorite food during the summer? Steamed crabs. That's just me. Because, I'm from the Eastern Shore of Maryland. Always have been, always will be. And I grew up loving steamed crabs and corn on the cob. And it's just, that's, that's one of my favorite things to eat during the summer. I just love steamed crabs. And people always, kind of look at me in awe when I go to pick a crab because they're like, how do you do that and not get so frustrated? Because I was taught at an early age, basically, how to, um, pick a crab. And it's really not that hard. It's just, it's not tedious, but if you don't know what you're doing, yeah. So it's fun. I like it. I know I'm a hillbilly, whatever. Um, but no, seriously, it's fun. I like picking crabs. And of course, people are like, "Why don't you do this for a living?" No, sorry. Mm-mm. There's enough people on the Eastern Shore that pick crabs for a living, so I don't need to be added to that. So. Okay, everybody, that's it. That's all I've got. I am done. Um, Thank you for watching. I hope everyone has a great day, And please stay cool if it's, if the weather is hot where you are. Please stay cool and stay in your air conditioning. Please make sure to remember to drink water. I always forget to do that, and of course, I've had problems with that. So stay hydrated and have a great week, and I will see you all next time.